Let's play! Hi guys, and welcome back to me playing a few games from my childhood. This one will definitely take more than one part, because this game is actually super cool. Now, this is probably the one that I got the best at as a kid. Pokemon Pinball, generally sucked at. Pac-Man, sucked at. This one, I rocked at this. And not only that, it was really sort of, like, there's so much to this game, more than definitely the N64 version. If you can't tell, we're playing Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, not League, for the Game Boy Color. This one can't be played on the original Game Boy, but on the upside, this game actually has a single-player mode. Which one do you want to challenge, where you battle gym leaders? And the cool thing is, it's basically Pokemon. Let's go normal. It's basically Pokemon Gold and Silver. Hi, how's the challenge so far? Opponents on the normal path will be harder than those on the easy path. That makes sense. You'll see trainers other than the gym leaders too. When you beat those trainers, well, just wait and see. Now, we're not going to see this. If you manage to beat, on normal difficulty, the other trainers, what'll happen is you actually get the Pokemon they're using. Now, choosing a Pokemon, I'm pretty sure doesn't change anything, but it's cool that you have multiple Pokemon. It will be tough, though. Not really, I've beaten this on hard mode. So, as you can see, we have 4 Pokemon to start off with. Chikorita. Yeah, well, rather, just, 3 starters and Pikachu. And here's Falconer. I've always liked Falconer. He was pretty cool, I've been waiting. Well, let's begin. Obviously, I can't not use Pikachu. I don't think you start with Pikachu, actually. I think you do have to earn Pikachu. Pretty sure. Yeah, so let's go with Pikachu. As you can see, he uses Pidgey, or is that Pidgeot? It's a bird Pokemon regardless. Now, I'm a bit rusty, but otherwise I think I'm going to do pretty good. The controls aren't, in my opinion, as good as they are on the N64 version, mostly because lack of a D-pad, it's instead the analog controls. Same sort of structure where, to get rid of the blocks at the top, you just do that. It's hard to talk over commentary of puzzle games. How do I go faster? Is it select? Nope, that's make the screen big mode. Okay, let's see. I gotta set up some combos. An interesting thing is, it's no longer kill the opponent by filling up their screen. Every time you get a chain, you do damage to it, which I think is cool. It gets rid of some of the challenge, but it also adds some more in the fact that, I'm not sure. Let's see here. It's not hard to win. It's hard to... Well, sometimes it is. So this game on hard mode, like, they just spam thousands of blocks at you. Garbage blocks. That's what their official title is. Okay, how do I speed it up? Is it B? Yes, it is B. There we go. I don't want to do that because I want to line up these guys. I didn't even see that, but I will take it. Okay, so... These exclamation blocks are special in the fact that what they do is they inflict massive damage. I do like... The music's always good. I mean, it's a Pokemon game. The music's always good, It's... Just like Sonic games, you can never really fault a Pokemon game for its, music. So here we go. Let's do exclamation mark blocks, which do insane amounts of damage, which is good. And I think with that, he is dead or not. That's cool. Now is he... There we go. Took a little longer. So yeah, if you beat it within a minute, then you can fight the other trainers to get more Pokemon. He doesn't do anything different other than new sound effects, But we have defeated Falconer. Dang, I lost. I must train harder. You do that, sir, while we run off to the next town, which any Pokemon fan knows is Azalea Town. With Bugsy, who I still don't know the gender of. I've been training, so you won't win. Let's go! Well, how does a fire type sound? So I can just burn your Kakuna. Why would you choose a Kakuna? Like, that's just begging to be killed. I mean, I know it can learn attacks, but still. It's like, that's one thing. A lot of people assume that, like, what's it called? Magikarp can't learn any attacks, and, Caterpie, Metapod can't learn any attacks. They can learn attacks. They're just still useless even after they do. Oh, yeah, it's hard on a GameCube controller, I gotta say. It's not as, definitely not as easy. Oh, darn, I didn't mean to do that. I was hoping to... Oh, that screwed up what I was going for. Oh, jeez, what am I doing? I'm looking for blocks. There we go. Now let's get rid of that. Darn it, that got rid of... I was gonna do a 5, but that's cool. That's cool, I like that. I guess I was gonna talk about this in a separate video, but considering there's not much to talk about in a puzzle game, I'm gonna talk about my thoughts on X and Y. I apologize if this is coming out, like, when Z and stuff is out, which you're probably not watching it then, you'll just be... I don't know. Maybe you might. But, my thoughts on X and Y. Now, as you know, I had problems getting X and Y. Unless you don't. Well, let's just say I made a video of me saying some pretty scathing things about GameStop. And I gotta say, it's not their fault, it's mostly mine. And I feel really bad for making that video. And I'm gonna die. So let's just, Okay, so yeah, I lied. This isn't as easy as I said it was at first. Unless I go like that, which gets me some... Oh, nice! That fell right in place. So yeah, the whole GameStop thing was my fault. I'm not even gonna deny that. So, ignoring that, I came into X and Y with a lot of hype behind it. I was excited for this. And I gotta say, I was a little disappointed. Well, first off, we have to listen to Bugsy. Whoa, amazing! I need even more training. You do that with Falconer. Except not. He'll probably eat your Pokemon. Himself. Because he's a bird. And here we have Goldenrod with Whitney. Hey, you kept me waiting. See, it's so weird. The Whitney in this game just feels so different to the Whitney in, like, the anime. I remember that Whitney. She was, like, funny and sort of, like, crazy, but regardless, back to X and Y. I was a little disappointed. I don't like it, definitely as much as Black and White, or Black to White 2. I love those games. I really do. And I know, like, Fuad, for instance, he hates Black and White. He thinks it's the worst. And, that's an opinion. But he also thinks that my opinion of Diamond and Pearl being the worst is just completely wrong. No, I do believe that Diamond and Pearl is the worst, not to say they're bad games. But there just seems like a lot less to do in this one. And I realize it's the first of a new gen, and, like, they have to make some cuts. And I completely understand that. But at the same time, I do kind of wish there was a bit more. I haven't gotten to the Looker side quest. I know it exists. Haven't gotten it yet, but I've beaten the game, mind you, and I've caught all the legendaries with the exception of Moltres. That's right, I started with Froakie because Froakie is actually a really awesome starter. Greninja? Pretty damn awesome. One thing I will say about the game that I really enjoy is, it's very French. And I do speak, pretty good French. So actually a lot of the, like, things they said, I understood. And I was very sort of happy with that, because I was like, oh hey, Greninja, that's a pun on Grenouille, which is the, French word for frog, and ninja. I really enjoyed that part. And I do hope that for later games, they do more sort of languagey, stereotype things. Like, not stereotypes, but you know what I mean, where it's cultural. So, I am at a loss for what to do. Oh, sweet lord. Oh, those crazy, stupid garbage blocks. I remember those. Those will not go away even if you... Like, you have to hit them directly. You can't just sort of get that by... Because if I get rid of this one, normally it would get rid of the other one above it too, because they're connected. Not in this case. Shoot. That's bad. Where do I... How do I... Okay. Oh, sweet. Nerp. Thankfully, I think she's gonna die before I actually die myself, which is good. I like the Pokemon in X and Y. I have nothing against the Pokemon themselves. It's just the world. Also, it feels very set. Like, it doesn't feel like... I'm not sure. It's hard to explain how I feel about it. I don't hate it, mind you. I'm really enjoying it. There's just, I felt it had a lot more potential. And it's funny because I know a lot of people were saying like, oh man, this is such a great Pokemon game. I'm not getting bored of this, like Black and White. And I'm like, excuse me, Black and White were my favorite. Like, other than maybe Sapphire, because Sapphire is just, delicious. Just beautiful. I love it. Just like Whitney. She's kind of cute. Well, what a jerk. Let's head off to the next one, which is, Morty. Never cared for Morty. Welcome. Well, it's all about training. Like, it's all they talk about. It's like, let's give Totodile some action. Why not? Because Totodile's pretty cool. I'm not going to show off Chikorita. Just kidding, I will. Chikorita is one of the few starter Pokemon I can never start with. Ever. It is... I just have no use for it, honestly. Like, I don't know, all the other ones, I can see myself playing through with. Because they're all, usually good. I can't stand Chikorita. It's just, it has zero, oh wow, thanks! It has zero attack. It's like, it's all, defensive and all sorts of support. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh geez, he's going the double. Oh my god, this is what happens on harder difficulties. They just wombo combo you. Oh yeah, 5 block. Oh, I was up for a combo. That's cool though. So yeah, I gotta say, like, this game is really calming to me. It sort of, reminds me of the good old days of Pokemon, and I say that, like, that's not to say Pokemon nowadays is bad, but it really was, like, this was when it was at its height of popularity. Everyone knew what Pokemon was. Everyone, Pokemon's, I wouldn't say, it's definitely up from, when Diamond and Pearl were out. I gotta say, like, Diamond and Pearl was the low point for Pokemon. In both popularity for me and I feel like the world. Because there wasn't much, going on, it felt like. And a lot of people will disagree, like Fuad. But hey, it's... and he's dead. And I do feel like it's on a rise again, especially with the amount of coverage it's getting, like commercials and all that sort of fun stuff. It's all about training. Good match, thank you. See, that's how you finish a match, not Whitney's sort of, I'm a girl. That means I'm sorry if you're a girl. No, I'm actually sorry if you're a girl. Olivine Jim Jasmine. Hello? Shall we start? Never did care for the shy girl sort of trope. That said, she has a Steelix. That's fun. 5! Yeah! 4! 3! Can't get 2, but still. Let's try 4. I see a combo here. Nope, that failed. Whoops, I'm sorry. This is like very clearly an upgraded version of the N64 one. That said, it does have a few less modes, like there's... While the rest of the modes are still there, they lack really the personality they had in the N64 version. Which I understand, it's on the Game Boy, but still. It does still have the multiplayer, which is good. And I did play it with my cousin once, and you don't even need the, like, it's not with the, like, you do need the link cable, but they don't need a copy of the game, which I always think, like, Nintendo knows what they're doing when it comes to multiplayer by having that. Like, that's brilliant. Oh, wow, that was quick. For a Pokemon who's, like, all defense-y, that took no time. I beat it in under a minute. Wow. Do I get to do the thing? I really hope I didn't get to do the thing and show it off. You're getting better. This is hard to say, but good luck. Friendship. Do I get the thing? Doesn't look like it. That's okay. I'm still not sure. I think there are other conditions. Oh, I forgot about Chuck. Hi there. Come on in. I've got to tell you, I'm better now. Better now? Than what, before? Okay, fine, I'll show off Chikorita, despite it being not very effective. Oh, right, this was where it gets hard. I remember now. Okay. I hate this Mankey. Oh, this Mankey made me mad as a kid. You know, it's funny, like, a game like this really played with my emotions as a kid. I don't know if I ever told this story, but I actually had my Game Boy taken away from me as a kid because I got too emotionally invested in them and would, like, cry, and I'd do all sorts of bad stuff with it. And, you know, it's funny because nowadays I do Let's Plays and get paid to feel emotions for games. I'm just kidding, I'm not in it for the money. I always say, you know, I get paid, but it's really not. It's inconsequential. I'm doing this for fun. And to learn more about myself, too. I gotta say, like, it's really therapeutic doing these things. You know, you gotta try it sometime. Unless you're one of those guys who's like, you know, Super Call of Duty player 1995. Other than that, what else is there to talk about? You know, it's a puzzle game. It really is, though. Like, this defined a part of my childhood. I remember playing this on car road trips, playing this. I remember getting in trouble for playing this because, again, I got too emotionally invested. I'd scream at Claire. Spoilers, Claire is quite difficult. So, wow, I think I'm just about to win, which is awesome. Oh god, now I'm not gonna win unless I get this! Yes! So yes, this is Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna go through this because it's not super difficult. I think it's easier than the N64 version because it has the health bars instead. Back to training 24/7. I'm not sure if your wife will enjoy that. Then again, I'm not a woman. I wouldn't know. Maybe she enjoys that. She enjoys him coming home sweaty and, I don't know, prepared to taste defeat. I shall prove my skill. Price is weird. You know, his role in the Pokemon Adventures manga always was weird to me. I'm like, what? He's like a big bad guy? And I'm like, I always felt like that choice to make the gym leaders, like, actively bad guys in the Pokemon Adventures manga was kind of a weird move. Because why would you... Like, they always felt like sort of the honorable ones. Like, even though you're fighting them honorably. As opposed to, say, Team Rocket, who you're fighting because, well, they're bad guys, you know? That's the whole thing. So let's go with that. That was... See, I see, like, combos, but I don't know how to execute them exactly. Ugh, garbage block. Super garbage, I think that's what it's called. That's not what it's called at all. I know that's what it is. Thankfully, we got rid of that. Get rid of that. Move that. Haha. Music is good. Like I said that before. Music in these games is always wonderful. Oh. I guess I should talk about some other games that I got in my, thing and potential ones. The big one that stands out to me is Arthur. You know, the aardvark from TV and stuff? I have the game of that. And that's one of those games you get from grandma, you know, like, they're like, oh, I know you love Arthur, so, and I never did. I never cared for Arthur. Anime, and such as Pokemon and Sailor Moon, really sort of ruined TV for me, because I couldn't watch some of those shows after, because I thought, wow, these are just such, like, as a kid, I knew they were such lower quality, and it's terrible, because, I mean, so yeah. Arthur game, it's terrible, but I might show it off because it is that sort of special kind of terrible that's kind of hilarious. Later, though. Later down the line. But guys, next time we will continue with Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. See you next time. Ciao.
I was a wreck when you broke the good china. I cried forever when you slammed the door. I tried so hard to be a good girl, baby. It's not your fault, I'm always falling short. Do a little spin, you say, do a little spin. Turn yourself around and let me take a look at you. In it for the win. the game to win.